What's up, comic fans, and welcome to New Comic Book Day. Why? With comic news. All right, so we're here, we're ready. We're I'm gonna talk about some stuff. Why not? I'm gonna show off what I bought today, and we're gonna make some announcements. The channel's got a giveaway coming. That's right. So stay tuned for that giveaway. Roscoe's in the house. What's up, Roscoe? Rosco. It's a pleasure to see my homie Roscoe at Heroes Con. Roscoe and Papa Roscoe. Like it was a good time. It was a good time. We didn't do as much bin diving as we normally do together, but we had a good time, Roscoe. It's always good. It's always good to see my homie. All right. So what's new? What's new in the world today? Fantastic Four. New trailer dropped for the Fantastic Four. So go ahead and check that out. We get more words, more verbiage out of the Silver Surfer. So she speaks. She spoke before in the other trailers, but she says more words in this one. Trying a new time tonight. Usually I do the show around 7. Last week I think I did it at 7:30. Today it's at 9 p.m. Aaron's in the house. Aaron, if you show up at 9 p.m., I'm always going to do it now. 9 p.m. Eastern. So much fun, brother. That is right. We had a blasty blast. It was a good time. So yeah, we got so like I said, we got an announcement. Roscoe might know what it is. But we're in the comic news part. So yeah, there's a new trailer for next year. I'm getting a yeah, man. I had Izzy was calling me the last day and he's like, hey man, hook me up with the clues if you know where they are. And I knew where they were. I tried to help him, but then I found like these remarkable deals on books, and I was just like, I'm gonna text you, but I'm also not gonna run after this egg. So CGC does a Easter egg hunt, if you will, with a golden egg, and I found 3 eggs during the during New York Comic Con, during Heroes Con, not New York Comic Con. But yeah, Roscoe, I'll even help you. You know what really helped me though was having the VIP badge. So if you can find a way to get in early, that's always an advantage you have. Matt, what's up, Matt? What up, y'all? Johnny's in the house. Johnny Martinez. What's up, Johnny? Johnny's a gamer. He be playing those games. Or Johnny ain't playing games. Johnny's killing games, crushing games. Also a pleasure to meet Matt at Heroes Con. Matt's a good dude. So always a pleasure. Can't wait till the next time. Christina's here. Oh, love Christina. Guys, Christina's the best. Go vote for her with the CBCA awards, all right? Community builder. If you could make it, Matt, Aaron, if you can make it, it's a good time. Yeah, so, I know you're all the way on the West Coast. So if you can make it out from the West Coast, it'll be fun. I am thinking of doing one of the cons out in the East. I'm not sure yet which one. I'm not even sure if I'm going to do it this year. But there's a couple out there, right? There's a WonderCon. There's San Diego Comic-Con, which is next month. WonderCon is pretty close too. And then what's the isn't there a big one in Seattle? Emerald Coast Con or something like that? Emerald Coast. So yeah, I know out here a lot of the East Coast constituents are talking about going to Terrificon. That's in Connecticut. So there's lots, and I've already got tickets to New York Comic Con. So it should be fun. Yeah, I'm sussing it out. I know a buddy of mine can get me tickets to San Diego Comic Con. He's got some connections. Maybe to WonderCon, he can also get me tickets. I don't think he can get me anything to Emerald Coast though. So Alex is in the house. What's that? What's up, Alex? Ooh, I just didn't mess anything up. I'm still good. There it is. All right, just trying to bring up some tabs. Maybe share a little bit later. Emerald City Comic Con. Yeah, that's the one up in Seattle. Right? It was really good to meet people. It was really good. Yeah, I think it was a good time. This was my third year in a row for me. So no guarantee I'm back next year. But with how awesome everybody was, that may just be the motivating factor to go. We'll see. Everything changes. It's still real early in the game. So we'll see. We'll even see if I have time, because I do anticipate having a new job by the time next year rolls around. So we will see. We will see. Life changes. But if I can make it, I will totally be there. All right. So like I said, there's a new trailer for the Fantastic Four that dropped today, roughly 9 a.m. this morning. I saw it posted. So, and it looks to be the final trailer. All right. So July 25th is the release date for the Fantastic Four, which means about a month. We got about a month before the Fantastic Four is out in theaters. I think a big question that everybody has is, which movie's gonna do better? Fantastic Four, Superman. I mean, to me, that's like comparing apples to oranges. But a lot of people out there are gonna put these two movies against each other. Visually and artistically, the Fantastic Four movie is looking a little better to me. Superman is looking like more of a straight up, in your face superhero movie. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see. Oh, Aaron, you were in our hearts and minds while we were there. Thank you. Is it hot in here? Is it just me? It's definitely hot in here. It was like 102 degrees in New York. I mean, I have AC, but whoo. Or that could just be me turning red. What else? It was 104 today in Kentucky. Yeah, I feel you. We had 102 yesterday. I think we had about 105. So it was hot. Brian's in the house. What's up, Brian? Oh man. You know what? This 9 o'clock time slot seems to be working for me. We're going to bring it back. We are going to try to bring it back. There you go. We're recruiting the next guy. Aaron, Psychotronic Squirt Gun. It was hot. It was hot. Indeed. Oh man. In other comic news, let me see if I can get this up. This was fun. It was sent to me. If I can find it, I will totally share it. Let me see. Here, it looks like it is. Oh, no. All right. So this is fun. Let's catch up on the chat real quick. There you go, guys. Don't forget to check out the Comics Curing Cancer link tree. Let me see if I can pull out. See if I can find it. The Comics Curing Cancer. Here it is. This is the regular art book, limited to 300 copies. me get myself a little extra light here. Yeah, so this was limited 300 copies. This one's cool. This is art by David Sanchez. It comes with one of those clear backing boards. Comes in Mylar. So awesome, awesome. 25 bucks. So we got that. They do have other options. They have a metal and a hollow foil version. Let's go look at those real quick, and then I'm going to show you something that I thought was hilarious. All right. And as long as I don't press any buttons, we should be fine. All right. Let's see. Let's see if we can go to this. The link. All right. Let me share that first. We'll go through some links. And then we'll get into the books. All right. So Comics Curing Cancer. You know, they are recognized now by the American Cancer Society, right? Let's put me in the bottom over here. Yeah. All right, and let's get rid of the cookies. Go away, cookies. We'll hand it you later. So if you need more of an explanation, so first of all, you know, oh, is this really trustworthy? Blah, blah, blah. I will tell you, when I paid for my book, I scanned the QR code. It took me to the American Cancer Society. I donated straight to them, and then they gave me my book. So no cash was exchanged. 100% of that money went to the American Cancer Society. All right. So what is it? If you click here, you can find out. Right. And there's Twitter or X, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, blah, 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 all different ways. And then if you click this, you get the Comics Curing Cancer video. You can donate here. And see, donate however much you want. And so far, they've reached $9,788. These say pre-order, but I mean, they are already up for sale. I don't know if the Crow is still available, but maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I should have switched to this tab. So here you go. This is how you donate here. They take PayPal now, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Venmo. They've raised $9,780. Like we said, $55,000 is the goal. Here's the Crow book I was talking about. Here's the art book. That's number 2, by the way. There was an art book last year. And we'll go back there. Yeah, go ahead and lay down. Go get that rest, Matt. It's always good to take care of yourself. I've been feeling a little tired myself. A lot of times when you go to conventions, there's a thing called con crud. It's where everybody in, you know, the same space for long times breathe on each other, and, you know, they all just get a little sick. But that's sort of what happens. All right. So yeah, C3 stuff. You can donate. There is a merch shop again. Remember, this stuff, proceeds go to Comics Curing Cancer. There is supposed to be, I don't know if it's sold out or not, but a Comics Curing Cancer deck of cards with Austin LeMay. And if it never happened, you didn't hear it from me. But it was a metal foil version of the art book that sold out, and they were going to release, I don't even know if I'm supposed to say anything, these cards. Anyway, this is the Ghost Rider Virgin Metal, which it says sold out, as you see. Really cool. I had a chance to grab one, but I did not. And we'll leave it at that. Those were some of the interior works. So I keep forgetting to switch over to the tab. Here's a nice picture of that cover. Some of the interiors. That's the back of the book. And this was a metal. So some pretty good names in there. Some well-known artists. So this is a holofoil, limited to 25. Galactus and the Silver Surfer. This was made by Big Time Collectibles and shared with Comics Curing Cancer. You know, it was like their donation. This is the other metal cover that was limited to 10 by Matt Wilson. This is Austin LeMay here. This was a print they have, Miles Morales, and some other prints. This is a Sonic the Hedgehog comic. So lots of stuff. And the sticker pack for $4.99. Legion. So Mark over here helped me get a $20 off a 9.8, Avengers 684 slab. Originally priced at $70 for $50, and there are no C3 cards. All right, is that official? Because the rumor was that they were coming out with a deck of cards, but I don't see them, so it didn't happen, I guess. Yeah. So anyway, this is all shining, all the artwork on my wall, but. Yeah, thanks to Mark, I got this for $50 instead of the $70. So, and it's amazing. Mark said like 4 words. What's the best you can do on this? Cash. 5 words, 6 words, whatever it was. And the guy's like, 60. What was it, 65? 60? 50? Sold. Officially, there are no cards. That is a crazy idea. Mark coming through with the assist. The weird face works. Every year, there were times I was alone on the floor and I had to do some negotiation. I will tell you, Mark, maybe you will be proud of me. I did not pay sticker price for anything. Anything that had a price on it, I did not pay that price. Did I pay more? No, not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, I picked up a copy of Brother Voodoo, Transformers #8, and Thor 120. I'm drawing a blank on it, but first cover of Hela. The dude had the Brother Voodoo listed at $150. I got all those books for $140. So I was wheeling and dealing. I was feeling myself after Mark gave me the courage, and we did that. Hey man, I was like, you really don't have to pay sticker. So what's your negotiation skills, Will? It basically boils down to, I have cash. We're not going to give you credit. I know I'm already saving you money there, man. And then the real key is, what's the best? This is the best line you can do. What's the best you can do? And then you sell it with your body motions. Also, I do talk to some of the guys at the booths, I make friendly friends, talk to them for a while. When you talk to the guys, which to me is like, that's work. Like, come on, I got to talk to you for 10, 15 minutes just to get, $4 $40, $50 off, $20 off, whatever. I guess it's worth it. It's worth it. Technique is 1, be yourself. 2, don't be too creepy. 3, be nice. But also, feel free to give them shit, but not shit in a bad way. Like, come on, like, do your research. Research is key too. Know what the book is actually going for, right? Check whatever it is, key collector, go collect, cover price, go in knowing when the book was last sold, if the book's hot, and what the going rate is for whatever grade you're looking for, whatever, raw, slabbed, mid-grade, high grade, low grade, no grade. But that's really it. I mean, it's true too. And when the guys, when the guy gives it to you at the price you want, it's good. And a little bit of, sometimes it's, book says 150, you say, don't shoot too low. They'll laugh in your face. Don't be like 75, right? And sometimes I don't haggle. Like there were booths that were $600 higher price on some books than another booth, and it's like, why even bother? I'm not going to talk the guy down, half off his book. I was actually talking to one of the booth guys there, and he was like, yeah, he's like, some guys here are really overpriced. He's like, sometimes you just talk to the guy and boom, you get friendly rapport, and they're willing to work with you. Some guys just label stuff high because they actually don't want to sell the book, but they want to put it in the booth, just like, hey, look at this museum piece. But yeah, when you do win that book at the right price, I try to be fair. Mark does this thing, where he actually will say, like, I can go to this price, but he like lowers it to the other guy's price, and the other guy's like, he just confuses the stuff out of the comic book shop guys or the booth guys, where they actually drop the price as they're negotiating. Like, Mark's maybe raising the price and they're the ones dropping the price. You have to watch Mark in action. It is a thing. There you go. Money is king. That's right. Nice to try and make up for the cost of being there. Yeah. How low can you go? Right? Duck season. Wabbit season. That's crazy. Cray. All right. Where were we? All right. So we have confirmation from Mark. There are no cards. Anyway, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, go check out C3 Comics Curing Cancer. However you can donate, feel free to donate. And you can always donate as little or as much as possible. You can do one-time donations. Here's the other tab. Feel free to put something in the other. And they now take PayPal. There's Apple Pay, GPay, Google Pay, and Venmo. All right. So check that out. Booyah! All right, awesome. Yeah, go run it by them, see what they say. That would be an awesome thing. I'm over here looking like a fool, and then Mark comes in and he's like, nah, Holmes, this does not exist. But it could. It could. And I'm like, yes, make it happen. Make it happen. And if anybody can make it happen, it's Mark. Mark's been making dreams come true at Heroes Con. All right. Next up, I want to talk about those guys, the CBCA Awards. So let's see. Let's find that link. And let's do it. Let's talk about it. All right, the CBCA Awards, the Comic Book Community Awards. Let's see. Let's catch up on Trevor. There you go. It's time. Is there a certain percentage you shoot for with the haggling guys? You know, for me, I think, and you can go lower if you like when Mark haggled that book down for me, $20 off the $70. Doing quick math, what is that, like 30%, like 28% or something like that? I don't know, just do it in my head. 29% maybe. Yeah, something like that. That to like 30% is maybe about as far as I would go, but usually I'm looking more at like the I'm trying to haggle unless it's like a book that looks really shitty. Excuse my language. If they're like trying to sell it at like high value and it looks to me like it's like low grade, then I'm gonna hit them with like the 60%, 40%. Like check out these spine ticks. Come on, like sell it to me at what it's worth without trying to be too hard. But if it's a good looking book, 25% is right around what I'm thinking. So if a book's 100, I'm probably going to start off with 75. Usually by the time the negotiating's ending, I'll be between 75 and 85. If you're Mark, you're probably paying 70 for it. But yeah, that's 25% is kind of my haggling range. And you can tell sometimes when you talk to guys, like, maybe 10% is as far as they're willing to go. I mean, 25% off $1,000 book puts the book at 750. Some guys will go for it, some guys won't, right? It really depends on how hot the book is, how much they care about it, what their costs were. Did they buy the book during the bubble? Or did they buy the book, before? Was it out of somebody's collection? Did they go to get it at a yard sale? And each guy is different. Each guy obtains their books differently. So, but that's right. Aim for the ankles, settle for their knees. Oh man, we need to screenshot that. Right. That's exactly, yeah. Read the people. And yeah, it is good to have personality. If you are, just boring or, whatever, like you have to give them shit without actually being mean, right? Like it's all like, hey, we're boys. That's a horrible price. Now give me the real price, but it's not like, yo, that's a horrible price. Fuck you, excuse the language. But, what else you got? Give me a better price. Like, I was at one booth and the guy, like, we're looking at the books. I'm looking at them and he's like, guys, he's like, y'all better buy your books now because come Sunday, I'm gonna pack these up and take them home. I'm not doing that Sunday discount thing, get your books now. These are the best prices you're gonna get, during the con. And to me, just the way he came across, like if he would have said that not so serious, not so angry, then I, maybe I would have worked with him and laughed. But the way he said it, I handed back the book. I was like, thank you. I'll come back around. I'm still shopping. Because I was like, I don't feel like working with this guy, So personality on both ends does work, right? You got to find the right guy at the booth too. I mean, ultimately, there's one guy who has the final say most times at a booth. But if you find the right guy to work with, sometimes he can also help you. Aaron, you got great personality. Exactly. Yeah, but what's the real price? Right. So, and if you're not really good at haggling, honestly, I just started haggling maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and then last year I really started trying harder at it, and then this year I started really playing up the game. The thing I did is, like, let's say somebody like Mark, right? I'm walking around with Mark. I see him hustle that for that book, right? That book that I got, which thank you again, Mark. Awesome dude. Yo, Mark, believe it or not, Mark is he's one of the better guys. Like, right? Mark's got that little edge to him, but that little edge is what makes him like so awesome. to the point where when he actually gives you a compliment, you're like, the fuck? So Mark's an awesome dude. It was really great hanging out. But the point I'm getting at is when you're at these booths, don't be afraid to just observe, right? Watch another guy haggle. Watch another guy do the thing, right? Watch another guy make the moves, right? And some guys fail and some guys succeed. And take notes on both and figure out, and also the other thing, remember, everybody's different. So don't try to do the same exact thing. Make it your own, right? Whatever your personality is. If you're good at zingers, one-liners, throw those in there. You know what I mean? If you're good at, just making people laugh, if you're good at being friendly or you're making somebody feel like, family or something, use that. Use whatever you got to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? I hate haggling. I think most people do. And even when you're good at it, maybe you still hate it or just dislike it. But at the end of the day, for me anyway, there's a little bit of an adrenaline rush when you know you didn't pay what the book says what it costs. I'll take it. Yeah, you will. I just want to see the best price and make my decision off of that. Can't stand when sellers don't put a clear price on something. Yeah. Oh, and the thing is, like, what I've noticed are some booths will clearly label a book, right? So that's awesome. I think a lot of booths have come to at least feel like that is transparency for people. Big price tag, right? I think they've learned that if a book doesn't have a price on it, people are going to be less willing to engage with them, right? But you put a big sticker on it, somebody's, even if the price is maybe a little higher than they're willing to spend, they know what you're asking for it, and they may still approach you about looking at that book. And then it's up to you whether you want to negotiate or not. But you could say, can I look at the book? Maybe you look at the book and you find some defects, right? Maybe it says it's a 9.6 and you count 6 spine ticks on it, right? And I'm just talking about a raw book. Then you can say, hey, can we negotiate this price? Now, if it's a slab book, that relies on you to do more of the research, see the last time it was sold, go on eBay, cover price, go collect, whatever, key collector, see what they're listing the book at. I have no shame in pulling out my phone and guy, this will turn them down sometimes, when you're looking at it right in front of them. But if you take a walk, look it up too, come back, do your research, come back, and sending a quick text while I was holding my phone for demonstration purposes, and then come back and negotiate with them too. Some guys don't like it when you look up stuff, but also I've been to cons where you'll pick a book out of a bin with no price and they look up the price right in front of you, right? So it goes both ways. Hey, Birdman's in the house. What's up, Kenneth Bird? Yeah, exactly. And one point is to watch, see if they will let you negotiate with them, right? The other point is see what the other person does. Maybe they have a technique that helped with the haggling or the negotiations, if you will. When all else fails, throw the stack of cash on the table and say, cash is king. Right? So you will get more off a book if you show up with cash than if you don't. So, and by that, I'm saying basically bring some cash, know what the book is, know what the book you want is, bring enough cash to cover that, and then don't use your credit card because you will pay a lot less with cash than with the credit card. Some guys are even unwilling to budge from the sticker price for credit cards. But if you use cash, you can, some Some places will give you a couple hundred off, depending on how big the book is. The bigger the book, probably the more you can get off, especially if you use cash. All right, that's less stuff that they have to report on the back end. So yeah, just carry the right amount of cash. Some dealers also are willing to do PayPal, and some do Venmo. All right. So remember, when all else fails, ask them if they will do those. It will have to be friends and family, right? But if they do that stuff, you can also usually get the same price or pretty close to the same price as cash. Right, right. Some guys are like that. I noticed some booths had really good prices. Some booths had really exorbitant prices. Some booths had better prices on the slabs and the raw books, and some booths had better prices on the raw books and the slab books, right? And then some booths would just forget about it. Don't even try. So, and then, yeah, if a guy says that, I have a booth to pay for. Well, apparently, the 50 isn't worth, I guess you don't need my 50 to pay for your booth, and you got to go. Yeah, exactly. Larry, what's up? Green Machine's in the house. And Naaman's in the house. Yo, Cup of Will. The Loyal Wolf. Woo. What's up, Naaman? Let's see, catching up on the chat. How much cash do you typically bring, Will? For IRS purposes, we can't discuss that. It really depends on the con and how many vacations I've gone to before I get to the con. So for this one, I had about 600 to $700. Factor in that, occasionally you might want to leave a cash tip or something like that when you go out. So, the whole 700 wasn't for comics, but yeah, that was about cash wise. That was about how much I brought. Now, I'm not saying you have to bring that much. You do what you have to do. If you're a dollar bin diver, don't bring $600 because you're just going to buy so many dollar bins. Bring 100, bring 200, bring 50. If you are looking for big game books, you're going to have to bring a substantial amount. 600 is mid-tier if I wanted to buy a couple of slabs, or one big unslab book, or maybe one big low-grade slab book, but whatever. Again, just know what you're looking for and prep for that. Don't, because I bring $600, you don't have to bring $600, because somebody else brings $5,000 doesn't mean everybody has to bring $5,000. You bring what you're comfortable with. If you bring no cash because you feel comfortable with that, then bring no cash. But the downside to that is the booth guys will be less likely to want to haggle with you. If you're fine paying sticker price, and again, if you're doing dollar bins, 50-cent bins, there really isn't a ton of haggling to be done unless you get like a stack of 20 or 30 books, and then you can get a couple of dollars off, right? So you get like 20 $1 books or 22 one. Say you get 20 $1 books and be like, hey man, if I get 2 more books, can I get 22 for 20? And usually they're fine, or 25 for 20. Some booths even tell you get 30 books for $20, So a lot of times they're just trying to get rid of inventory. So you can haggle with the dollar books too. Yeah. So yeah. To a con, yes. Like New York Comic Con will probably be a little bit different, right? I'll probably bring more to that. Heroes Con, I brought that. I had one. So I had like a couple of books in mind, big books. I didn't get any of them, honestly. I was gonna get an Ultimate Fallout 4. That didn't work out. I was also looking at a Marvel Spotlight 5, first appearance of Ghost Rider. I did find it at one booth, but they had already packed away for the day. And I should have been more forceful and been like, no, give me the book now. But they said, yeah, come back tomorrow. And when I came back the next day, it was gone. So I even should have just told them, hold it for me. But it is what it is. Let's catch up. If he won or lost in Vegas, that's how much I bring. Hey, that ain't that the truth? Yeah, Roger and Naman. It was great. I did some bin diving with both of them. So yeah, we did some dollar bin diving. Yeah, see, Will was there too. Yeah, at one point I was there. Roger was probably looking for Charleston books. Naman was looking for whatever floated his boat. And I was in there, I don't know, same thing. I might go next year. I will make it next year. Awesome. Yeah, I was debating whether I'm going to go next year or not, but if enough people who I didn't see this year go, not that I don't love the people I saw this year, everybody was amazing. But like I said, I'm trying to go to other cons, different cons. So, sometimes you have to sacrifice one for another. It's all about sacrifice. I had a stack of comics and I don't know where I put them. Oh, they're behind me. All right, cool. I like staying home though. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. There's some good options. People swear by the Westin, and I mean it's convenient. It's right there, right? You get off the you go right across the street. It's right there, or go across. I think there's a bridge. I don't know. Anybody stays at the Westin can confirm or deny. It's really close. They have a breakfast buffet. Really cool. The last 3 years I've gotten Airbnbs, and those are cool too. I'll get some cereal, some milk, maybe some ramen. And on days when now I feel like everybody gets together every night. My first year, I didn't. That to me that didn't seem to be the case. Like everybody was cool, hung out, but they were like, I don't want to say cliques. It's just people knew people, and that was the people you kind of hung out with. So you could meet up with this person, meet up with that person, but nobody really stayed together. And I feel like the last year was the start of everybody really starting to get together. And then this year, even more people started to get together so that, everybody was kind of hanging out with everybody. Sunday is the best day to haggle. That is true. That is true. Not every booth was negotiating this year, but there was enough. Like I found one booth that any book that was over $11, not including wall books, they were selling last day for $5. The guy was like, "This is my side hustle." He's like, "I don't want to carry all this stuff home." He's like, "I got to get back to work." So any book, and there were books in the bin up to like $50, 11 to 50. He was selling for $5, and then any book $10 or less, he was selling for $2. The dollar bin was 50 cents. Insane. So I spent a ton of money. My last day, I was planning to go buy one of the bigger books I wanted, and I found that booth, and I had to get. We were driving back to New York. I wasn't by myself, so I had other people. I know last year I stayed until the con was over, and then I drove to Virginia. I got a hotel there, and then I drove the rest of the way home the next day. When you're with other people, you got to respect their time and stuff. So this year I had to head out early. So I did. I found that booth. I did as much digging as I could. Then I had to go to CGC to pick up my on-site submissions, which came back, which were pretty cool, pretty chill. And speaking, that reminds me, guys, for those of you who didn't watch Monday Night Raw Books, I made an announcement. There is a giveaway on this channel, pretty big. We're going to run it for about 2 weeks and then, give it away. You must be a channel member. I will talk about it a little bit later. Continuing on. So yeah, by the time I didn't have enough time to like really focus on going to a booth and zeroing in on the right price and negotiations for that. So that's what it was. Willie will be bringing fat stacks. Well, you need a ride. You live all over the place, but you're in Virginia? Weston boys. I witnessed Will buy a big stack of books on Sunday. Yeah, it was a lot of books. It was a ton of books. A lot of good books too. Enough to almost fill my short box. So it's my traveling short box. So that was cool. Maybe try and yeah, I bought like a stack of Uncanny X-Men, like all sorts of minor keys and first not major keys, but like first bishops and first covers of bishops and Nimrod, first Nimrod appearance and other characters and this, that, and the other. So filled a lot of that. Bought some Thor filler. What else? Oh, New Mutants. Got a ton of New Mutants stuff. So it was good. Maybe try a paper bag full of cash and keep putting the cash into the bag based on his. There you go. As long as you progressively get better, Naman, just keep working at it, and then eventually, things will turn around. But hey, eBay makes things easy. Have books will travel. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's options if you do come to Heroes Con. Weston, again, I hear nothing but good things about the Weston. I myself do prefer having like a kitchen and a living room, so I usually get an Airbnb. That's how we do. Last 2 years I did Airbnb within walking distance. This year it was a little bit of a drive, so it was what it was. All right, let's get back to this. The Comic Book Community Awards. We're going to talk about that real quick. Yeah, vote for your favorite channel. All right. I've been nominated this year, so feel free to vote. Use the link that was provided. Go in there and vote. Let's see. I want to see something. Does this work? If I do this? Nope. I don't know what I did. Anyway, yeah, go in there, vote. I tried to paste the CBC thing and CBCA. Oh, there it is. All right, delete that, and it just gave me the biggest link ever. So we'll try it again, and maybe it'll actually work. There it is. All right. Yeah, use it. Vote. I am in tier 2. So mid-tier channels, 500 to 999 subscribers. Last I checked, that was 2 away from 800. So if you're not subbed up, feel free. For growing creators making a strong impact. Strong is such a strong word. And then there's some open categories. On-screen presence, channel supporter. There are community builders, right? Christina Payne, I would definitely put her in that category. Channel of the year. That's going to be hard for somebody. Best tour video, Comic-Con, local comic shop, or Nerd Cave. That's pretty cool. I went live all 4 days from, and I say 4 because Thursday when I went to pick up my pass, I was live. Check those out. Content creator, innovative content creator. There are a lot of people out there who are really innovative. So best live stream, Monday Night Raw Bucks, right? Best speculation comic content. Hey, I dropped my video yesterday, and every time I do a preview video of the comics coming out for the week, I do give you 3, most of the times 3 spec books right off the bat. That's how we start the video. So but yeah, no, you can go here, vote for whoever you like, and yeah, go ahead, support the comic community, right? So there's that, right? Let's see. Have advance of purchase at Westin next year. Yes. How advance of purchase? How? I feel like if I understand the question correctly, I feel like in November, right after Black Friday, Heroes Con. So maybe in December they start dropping off. You know who's doing what. I have to run home at the end of the show tonight instead of before. It's all good. It's all good. I'm running in the million. Yeah. So guys, there's another link. Go ahead and hit that up. We'll bring that up real quick. And go ahead and support Dagger here, however you can. So, if it means just sharing this link, share the link. If you can donate something, go ahead and donate. Second year, all right, that he's doing it. Yeah, here are your donation amounts. If you go down here, you can actually put in your own custom, right? It doesn't have to be, if you can't afford that, do what you can. To this date, he's working on the goal. Yeah, if you want to read about what the charity serves, the Million Reasons Run, and then there's some of the donors, right? So yeah, if you can do what you can do, then do it. And like I said, if that just means share, then feel free to share it out. Nom 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 nom. We have over 250 nomination ballots in so far. That's crazy. Oh, no problem. It was an honor to have been a host last year. So, and that's not the only reason I'm saying this. I just think it's really cool to get everybody together in some way, right? So Heroes Con is a good way. Award shows are a good way. Just jumping on people's streams, just being a community, and that's what it's about. Things like this should bring us closer together. Heroes Con will list partner hotels on their website. I booked the Westin for this year in January. There you go. So yeah, I know I bought my ticket for Heroes Con last year in like December or something like that. So what category you want to be nominated again? That's up to you to figure out what I shouldn't guide you, but some of the things I think I can be voted for in are tier 2. Let's see. Best comic book show, right? Monday Night Raw Books. Best live stream for live stream content. Monday Night Raw Books. Comic book show also could be this show here, New Comic Book Day Y, or the preview show, I think would qualify since I'm previewing the comics coming out for the week. So those are 3 options. Best live stream, again, Monday Night Raw Books, or this one, Monday Night Raw Books, I believe was nominated. So I would definitely put in Monday Night Raw Books on their best live stream if you're looking to nominate myself. Most engaging host. Yeah, but whatever floats your boat. If the open categories, you could say anything is possible, but those might be a little harder for a channel of my size to win. But again, best live stream is something that can may fit in my on my channel. Most comedic, entertaining content creator. I don't know. There are a lot more. There are guys who are really entertaining. So, yeah, I would probably say best live stream Monday Night Raw Books in the tier 2 category. But again, it's up to you to figure it out. Focus, Will. Oof. Good night, Brian. Have a good one. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're not gone already. If you are, good night. I nominated you for coolest of the cool. All right. Hey, speaking of that, let me get to the one thing I wanted to share. So it turns out that guys, Cliff and I are pretty famous, and I'll show you why. Hold on, let's go. Let's bring this up first. Boop, 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 boop. All right, and I should probably play it. So let's play this.
And I actually got my Dan Jurgens omnibus.
Who are these guys?
I got that.
Oh, is this Sticky Goose? Are we on Sticky Goose? What? Is that Cup of Comics and Cliff on Comics?
Signature. And then I'm walking back into.
So on this, so at that point, Cliff and I were like, you can see us looking this way, and I guess our peripheral vision caught the goose, and we both walk by and we go, and I turn and look at him, and he goes, yes. And I go, ha, all right. And I was like, what do we do? And we're like, we just keep walking. So yeah. All right. Now there's best live stream for everybody open, and then there's the tier 2. All right. So you're probably going to want to stick me in tier 2. What is up, Mello? Mello is trying to get his collection down by like half, showing off some books yesterday. I would have had a hard time cutting some of those books. I was like, dope. I was like, oh, it says Avengers on it. I can't just get rid of an Avengers book, But you're working it. You're trying. I like your layout too, so it's cool. Mello, just keep doing it. Eventually you'll get to it. What I've learned with comics though, bro, is they are so time consuming. You can get up and start at 9 a.m. and then it's 2 p.m. and you feel like you got through like a quarter of a long box. And it's like, what is happening? Why is everything taking so long? But hey man, more power to you. I gotta get through my collection too. It's getting big. It's getting big. Let's see. Everybody's saying what's up to everybody. Really, that's the only way on Sticky Goose? No. If anything, now I'm infamous. Yeah, it's rough. It's rough trying to get rid of comics. Like it's rough. You see, it's rough, man. The struggle is real when you're trying to get rid of books. It is real, even with the giveaways, because I'm also slow with my giveaways. So, which reminds me, I got to make a giveaway box. So, oh well, we'll do that anyway. Yes, I was on the goose. If not that anybody wants to keep watching this video, but if you do, he does get some information from this comic presser
to the dealer area.
That is,
and then I hear, hey, Sticky Goose. And I was like, here we go.
Hey, how's it going? Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Pleasure, yeah.
Comic press guy basically
nice
tells
to meet
him,
you survived
like
so
paint pen
on those, buddy.
I know, right? I got my signature, Dan Jurgens. Looks great.
You gotta be careful with this. That's a paint pen.
But also
so these smear.
Okay.
So this will can come right off. So you really can't touch that.
Okay.
All right. So this is like Sharpies are like it's a solvent that's evaporating and letting the ink soak into the paper. That's why it's a permanent marker. But this is a powder or pigment that's drying on the surface of your book.
Okay.
So this is a lot. Any rubbing or touching is going to smear that. So this is a dust jacket. So this is like the outside of something. But the reality is, this itself would need its own protection.
No.
Yeah. So if you start shoving this in like other books, and you're going to put this on the shelf and it rubs back and forth. Over time, it can rub this off.
Oh, bummer, man.
Okay. We're paper people, right, Daniel?
Yeah, I know, but this is devastating. This has got to go back on the shelf.
No, what you need to do is to tell Dan he needs to pick a better tool.
What you need to do is tell Dan he needs a better tool. Damn. Want to go up to Dan Jurgens and be like, hey man, you need better pens. So yeah, but I did find that part invaluable. This will jump in. That would have been a great way to end that segment, right? Just yeah. So anyway, I did find, I know everybody's got something to say. I did find that part of the video useful. All right. I should have jumped in with the elbow. All right, guys. So, this is New Comic Book Day. Why? And we haven't shown off any of the new stuff yet. So, let's do that a little bit. If you've been going to your comic shops, they're handing out these Justice League cards. So, they've been doing these for a little bit. So today I grabbed Zatanna and I grabbed the Flash. And we also had gotten Green Arrow and Hal Jordan. So those exist. Oh. And I forgot one. And we also got Supergirl. This was last week. Week 1, I believe, was Green Arrow. Week 2 was Hal Jordan. Supergirl was last week. And then I don't know if I missed a week or they just had 2 cards come out this week, because the Flash should have been this week. So maybe my shop has just been slow putting them out, because I did not see Zatanna until today. Yeah. So yeah, it shows that, he's a collector as well. And so, yeah. And it was great advice by that guy. It's a powder, on top of a solid, and it's not really not like a Sharpie, where it sinks in, where it soaks into the material. That's just going to sit on top. And the more you rub it, the more of a chance it has to come off. So even after it dries, it could still come off. So that's some great advice for you collectible people, which is pretty much all of us, right? All right. So I do like to bag and board as I show you guys my comics. So we're going to do that. And so I have been reading up about pressing. And so if you don't want the ink on your comics to smudge, you put the board in like this, or anywhere, but not all the way in. Then you take your comic. We got Spawn, number 365. Hell Hath Arisen. Carlos Barbieri on the cover. Brett Booth on the interiors. At $2.99, as long as Spawn is decent and the interior artist guys are doing their jobs, I will keep buying them. Todd McFarlane is, writing the script and the plot. He's basically back to writing Spawn. So good stuff. And then here's your bag and board, right? Like so. You put the comic on top of the board, and then you push them both in together. And that'll keep the ink on the back of the cover. Like if you put the board all the way in. So if you were to put the board all the way in, right, then you're pushing the book all the way in, and that back ink is gonna come off on the board, right? So it's not a huge problem if you only do it once, but if you're constantly pulling books in and out of boards, then eventually it's gonna cause some damage. All right, next up, we got Void Rivals number 20. This has been a really good read. You got two civilizations at war. You've got two rebels basically trying to save their civilizations, from all the lies and the government, blah, blah, blah. We got some Transformers who show up in the books, though I think in this one we don't get any Transformers. And Energon, we have, people who look like regular people who use Energon for power. I think this is really just a prequel to Transformers and those books. So anyway, again, comic board, slide them in together. All right. Next up, pretty good read. We have Ultimate Spider-Man number 18. For those who don't know, Gwen Stacy in this book is both alive and is part of like a society of Mysterios. So the Ultimate Universe is pretty crazy. Check out this Spidey page. But overall, this book has been really, really good. Probably the best book of the Spidey of the Ultimate Universe is Ultimate Spider-Man. So I would definitely give Ultimate Spidey a shot. All right, next up, we go to the bagging and boarding nonstop. We go to the chat. Spawn is supposed to go up in price, right? Like all good things, the price of Spawn being so cheap must come to an end. That being said, I'm not even sure how much it's going to go up. Let's see. I just Googled it. It said to determine if the price of Spawn is increasing, because I'm using AI, further information is needed. Spawn comic books. Yes. My question is when? It's going up $1, by the way, from $2.99 to $3.99. Couldn't they just give us like $3.50, $3.49? The price adjustment addresses feedback suggesting Spawn was underpriced in today's market. Yeah, well, duh. That's why we like it. Image Comics aims to manage costs without major price hikes despite recent economic pressures. Spawn 363 marks the first issue to reflect new pricing, representing a shift in the comic book retail industry. Well, it said 363. Well, I have 365 and it's still $2.99. So that hasn't happened yet. So yeah, I guess it could happen whenever, but it hasn't happened yet. Right? So we'll see when it happens. Because we're 2 issues past when it was supposed to, the price hike was supposed to go up, and it hasn't gone up yet. It's still $2.99, unless it's only gone up in certain markets. How long you up, Will? After I get off of this stream, I got some I still haven't cleaned up from Heroes Con, so I'm gonna finish my books, and then I think I have to at least put my laundry away because this place, it looks like a bomb went off. Like this looks neat. Everything down there, mess. Cliff is here. Hola, Zeddy. What is up, Cliff? Cliff and I were on the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. The one thing I could say, though, about Cliff is I just still don't know how good of a driver Cliff is. But other than that, Cliff is Cliff. What you get, what you see is what you get. There are 16,000 spawn number ones on the census. That's right. And I think I own 2 of them. Gonna corner the market. If you drop me a link, would like to visit, please. Let's see. Let's see what I can do. First off, let's close this tab. I have too many tabs open. Just because Cliff's here, let's go back to this.
One day, you won't have to assemble the entire creative team for every new little request. But before that happens, you need to be confident you won't mess everything up when you tweak an asset. Luckily, there's Adobe Express. Create assets that fit in with your entire campaign thanks to brand.
Something where they're selling the fake weapon. Back of this, the convention center. This is where kind of the bigger stuff. Definitely somebody that's trying to flip those things. And I'm walking straight back here to the back of this, the convention center. This is where kind of the bigger artists and creators are. And I actually got my Dan Jurgens omnibus signed. I got that signature.
Those dudes.
And then I'm walking back.
Famous. just a little bit of a diva, but I didn't think you weren't a diva. None of that's a bad thing. I just thought, you got the sass. A lot of Puerto Ricans have the sass, and I can say that because I'm Puerto Rican. Let me see. What was I doing? I was doing this, and I was going to do this, and then I was going to do this, and then I was going to do this. I haven't told you guys what I'm doing, but I'm doing stuff. All right. Sass. All right, next up, we got the Fantastic Four. This is issue 33. That's right, variant. This is one of those Disney ones. They're finally putting like the issue with the team, right? So they were the Amazing Spider-Man. They were just putting anybody and everybody on those books. Now they're finally doing the Disney covers with the comic. So right now we're doing the Fantastic Four. So we got that. At some point, I have to stop collecting these Disney covers. But I know a lot of people who would like these too. So eventually, after I read Fantastic Four, because I've been collecting it because the Disney covers are on there, maybe we'll start giving them away. Here's a title that I keep saying like I shouldn't like it, but I am liking it. And we got Black Ritual, part of the Spawn universe, the Book of Nyx. It's like a prequel, kind of sees her death. So I don't know. I like these Spawn past books. They're like the Shirley Johnson book. That one got me. I didn't show you the interior on this one. I didn't show you the interior on the Fantastic Four one either, but I opened it up and I didn't think it was that great. So we'll show you some of the Spawn stuff. I don't know. Just seems very 90s to me, you know. Backgrounds aren't really detailed. The characters there, they're not aged very well because there's not a lot of line work. Could be the colorist, could be the artist. Who knows? There's so many Spawn books coming out these days, but Javi and the Gunslinger, well, Javi, who is the Gunslinger, it's one of my favorite. It's been one of my favorite Spawn books. I think this one is far and away one of the better Spawn titles out there. You got Todd McFarlane back to writing it, and Carlos Barbieri's doing the interiors. And I think he's doing a really good job with the interiors. So I am enjoying Gunslinger Spawn. All right, Aaron's out. Yeah, and Aaron, if you ever want to be on the show, feel free to jump on. I think I might be moving it to 9 p.m. On Wednesdays permanently. So we'll see. We'll see how long this lasts. But this seems to work for me in terms of life at the moment. Aaron, thank you for being here. I appreciate you stopping by, buddy. We got Superman, number 27. Joshua Williamson on this. He's also doing G.I. Joe. He's really, it's really doing well. Let's put it that way. So, Marilyn Moonlight's here, right? Marilyn Moonlight, I believe that's her name. Interiors are pretty good. Barrows, Mark Barrows, Mike Barrows. Summer of Superman, by the way. Miles Morales, Superman. I forget this character's name, like Powerlift, I think is her name. She was on the alternate cover, which sold really well for some reason. Anyway, I believe this is our first full appearance in here. Oh, man. This issue's all dinged up. My Miles 34. The corner's all bent. Tell you what. And the right corner's all bent. Hey, when that happens. Oh, well. My comic shop guy is actually pretty cool. If I bring it back, he might actually take it back. But who knows? It could have just been me. I may have mishandled my books. That's the first one I've noticed, though. That's all dinged up. For some reason, I'm starting to get a runny nose. I can't just run away. Anyway, I do have a press, and I'm going to start pressing my books. So maybe this is a good time to learn to press. Just in time for next year's CBC Awards. All right. Here's another series I've really been enjoying. We've got Justice League Unlimited, number 8. I don't know. I just really enjoy it. We're getting, a little bit of, or a lot of it of all these new Justice League characters and the old standards, right? But it is unlimited, if you will, meaning they have their roster is huge. Mark Waid has been killing it, and Dan Mora, to me, is one of the hardest working and one of the best artists in comics right now. The guy can get by just doing covers, and somehow he still finds time to do interiors. And you know what? I don't know how long this person has been sitting in the back, but what's up, Naman?
Hey.
I don't know how long you were back there, but I was like, oh, I should bring them on. Hey, Rich is here. Comic Cat Collectibles in the house. What is up? What is up? What is up? Here's the best horror book, I think, in comics right now, The Incredible Hulk. And The Winter Soldier makes an appearance in this one. So if you're not reading this one, Philip Kennedy Johnson writes this. Probably check that out.
You have a press machine cup?
I do. I'm just not I just have to actually start practicing on it. I have too many things I have to practice.
Yeah. Working on
just
more Spider-Man drawing?
I gotta practice. Undiscovered Country still around. I haven't read an issue of this since like 17. I am so far behind. And I always forget I have it on my pull. And then I go to the comic shop and I'm like, oh, look, another Undiscovered Country. Awesome. So, not that it was bad. It was hyped so much that now I'm like, I don't know if it was worth the hype. And my last comic to show for today is Absolute Wonder Woman. This is number 9. And I will say that I think Kelly Thompson is doing a bang-up job writing this book. To me, it's the best written of the Absolute books. Doesn't mean it's the most action-packed or the best art, but it's definitely, to me, very well written. And so I really enjoy it. I enjoy the mythos, the Greek and Roman mythology in it. Just a really good book.
Oh.
So what's up? What do you got going on? I just showed all my books.
No, not much. Nothing much. I just wanted to shoot the ball. Come shoot the ball.
Nice.
Yeah.
What I did, I don't see it, but I had found the other day the Christmas card you had sent me, and I put it on my desk, but my desk is now a mess. You know, before con, you have to like, you have to take out all your books and put them everywhere, and I don't know where anything is anymore.
I'm working on a new cover sketch.
Okay. Did you finish your commission? Did you finish your commission?
This is for Robert. I haven't finished yet, but
Nice.
Yeah.
Still working on it. Scarlet Witch.
I'm also working on what's her name? Christina Payne.
All right. Thanks for the tip, Mello.
I'm gonna have some pressing video you might be interested in later on, but I can tell you much about it.
All right.
I'm working on this. Christina, she asked me to draw something on this one.
Yeah.
But it's so freaking hot. I don't want to, I don't want to, burn this up inside the house.
Yeah.
Because of the smoke,
Right.
Yeah, because what I decided to do was a pot, burn it like, burn it. So.
Nice.
So I'm practicing on it, and this is practice. This has a grain, not a grain. You don't want to. So you remember the scene?
Yes. The Superman and Crypto.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that on there. What do you think?
Nice.
Yeah,
That's awesome. I have a heart too. I was also thinking about burning it.
Oh,
I was telling Roscoe that. Yeah.
Huh?
I was telling Roscoe that I was gonna probably burn the. I have a torch.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
You have a soldering machine, or you got a torch?
I have a torch. Like a hand torch, though. It's not like a big one. Like it's a little hand torch that you could also use to solder, but it uses a butane. It's a gas cylinder.
Ah,
So you can use it to make a flame, or you can put the tip on for soldering, and then it's just hot.
really?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. No, I just
So-
got me a little soldering machine, and
Okay.
yeah. So you could do bun like this, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. That's
But
cool.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, I thought, if I'm gonna do something on the wood,
Mm-hmm.
what it's called, this is called pyrographic. I'm learning about it right now. Pyrographic, pyrographic. So I go, yeah. I mean, because if I try to draw on the woods,
Yeah.
I mean, but this is, by the way, these are pieces that I was throwing away, and
Right.
I said, I don't want to draw on that. I mean, I draw ink and stuff. You could do it, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought maybe anything that's on the burning, I think that might be. But I'm still practicing. I'm learning. Still, you see all that dotted stuff. It's not smooth.
Yeah.
It's not smooth, but
That's where you're putting the gun you're pressing too hard.
huh?
You're pressing too hard on it.
Yeah.
That's
You
giving
done
you
know
those-
wood burning before?
A little bit, not too much. I used to work in a carpentry shop, so I have some experience with building furniture and doing some inlay work and some and doing a little bit of burning, but not too much. I didn't do too much of that.
Yeah.
I also know how to weld, so I can use a welder.
Oh,
So I used to work in a scene shop. We used to build scenes for shows, for theater shows,
pretty cool. Pretty cool,
and sets for movies and television things. So yeah,
man. Yeah.
but I haven't done that
It's
in a
better
long
than
time.
just doing typical drawing on these woods. Yeah, I thought maybe I could, transfer some drawings on there.
Right.
That's what I thought about doing this.
Right. Yeah, you could probably trace it out first and then burn it.
Yeah. So I thought, I mean,
That's gonna be cool. That's a lot better than my idea, because I wasn't gonna actually draw like a character. I was gonna do more of like Spider-Man webs.
Oh, I see.
And then probably do like maybe his eyes, because I like to draw his eyes.
my eye with the emotions.
Yeah. And put the eyes on the heart, so it'd be the eyes and then the webs going around it. So
you gonna color it too?
After I burn it, I don't know. It really depends how far I get with the burning.
Yeah, maybe small.
Yeah, sometimes it looks better when it's just the raw wood.
Yeah. How do you like this one?
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Asian. What's her name?
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch.
Wanda.
Asian Wanda. Oh man. So you're not gonna give me a ride next year?
I mean, you're on the way.
Yeah, I'm on the way. You were gonna give me the ride this year, remember?
Yeah. So just got to pick you up. I got to carry you, get you in the car.
No, you don't have to do that. I could walk, man.
So
You don't have to. Hopefully, I should be able to. Actually, I should be able to help you even drive. Hopefully, but
nice.
Yeah.
That should be fun.
How did it work out? How did it work out going from your B&B? How many people showed up at B&B?
It was there was 3 of us who slept there. So it was me, Cliff, and Izzy.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we stayed at the Airbnb. Yeah, we didn't. Everybody, stayed local because they all had a hotel room. So we didn't bring anybody back to our Airbnb, but we hung out there. Watched some TV. one night we were supposed to we have like a bottle of wine, and we were supposed to just like, hang out, watch TV and stuff. And the bottle of wine was free, so that's why we had it. And everybody, I went to go take a shower, and when I came down to go hang out with everybody, they were all sleeping. So Cliff passed out, Izzy was in bed. So I was like, all right.
These guys are partiers. What happened?
Oh man, they can't hang.
They're worse than this old man. How's this possible?
Yeah, I mean, you were hanging out all sorts of nights, all late nights. So they went right to bed.
Oh my goodness! I told you, Cliff will, Cliff will disappoint you because where's Cliff? Is he on?
Yeah, Cliff was here. I don't know. He hasn't said anything. Let's see. Hasn't said anything in a while. But I was told I am a diva a few times this weekend by Izzy. That's what Cliff said earlier.
Yeah. I'm a diva. I'm gonna go sleep.
Right.
That's I mean, sounds like a lot of people had fun though.
It was a good time. We had a get together again this year. It from what I understand, more people I think showed up than they anticipated. So there wasn't like a ton of food.
You weren't there?
I was there.
Oh.
I was there. More people showed up though than I think originally they thought were going to show up. So they didn't have like a lot of food prepared. So the food ran out pretty quick. I mean, they made more, but it took a long time for it to come out. And then it was unlimited drinks, which was good. But
unlimited drinks?
Yeah, it was unlimited beer and wine.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's more than last year. I mean, that's most expensive part, the drinks.
Yeah, the drinks, right?
Yeah, especially if it's unlimited.
Yeah. So we had that. So
where was it at?
What was that?
Where was it at? It was in some place
nearby? Yeah, it was good. It was like you didn't have to Uber there or anything. It was within walking distance, maybe a half mile from the convention center.
Okay.
Yeah, I forget the name of it, but very easy to get to.
I mean, besides the difference in food and drink, what else was it's good as that last time we stayed at?
Yeah, so I think last year was the Beer Garden or something like that, and that was just food. So
yeah, drinks was pretty expensive.
Yeah, the drinks were. So this year the drinks were free. So I made sure to get some drinks. Even though the food ran out, I was like, I'm still gonna drink.
Yeah, I mean, you could buy burger for pretty cheap, I imagine.
Yeah. Some people bought
drinks.
Bought some food while they were there because the other food ran out.
Yeah, I would just order the hamburger or something then,
Yeah, so we got I think they brought mozzarella sticks. They had like a chicken and with pasta, spaghetti and sauce with chicken, and there was Caesar salad, and I think that was it. Mozzarella sticks, Caesar salad, and chicken and pasta. There may have been some bread. I'm not sure.
You bought a lot of books this year. Like I don't remember you buying this. Yeah. Did you lose me?
Yeah, for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember you buying a lot of books last year. You bought a lot of books this year. Seems like.
I did. I bought some books. I got a couple of slabs. Let's see. I bought this one from the Comics Curing Cancer booth.
Oh yeah.
This is Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. So this is supposed to be.
I have that raw.
Yeah, so I got this from the C3 booth.
How much was that?
100.
Okay, not bad.
No, I got Journey into Mystery 102.
Ooh.
Yeah, this is the first Lady Sif, first Hela, and first Baldar.
How much you
And it
pay
has
for
a
that
note about Thor gains full use of his hammer.
one?
And I think it was Larry Lieber, who's Stan Lee's brother, worked on the story. Stan Lee gets credit on this too. So it says Stan Lee and Larry Lieber stories.
Who did the art? The cover looks fantastic.
Stone, Lieber, Fox, and Reinman art. Jack Kirby cover art.
Oh, Jack Kirby. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So
Jack Kirby had a different style a little bit then.
yeah, I mean it's still kind of there, but yeah,
Yeah.
he changes a little bit as he progresses.
I like his older style, honestly.
Yeah. Mark helped me get this. So $50 for this guy. And this is Hulk gains new powers and becomes Immortal Hulk. So what is this? Avengers 684, No Surrender. So this was a big book for a while.
Was it?
Yeah, because this is when the Hulk became immortal.
Right.
So this Raw for a while was selling at like $60.
You got for 50 for the
9.8 slab.
yeah, not bad.
Yeah, original price was 70. Got it for 50.
So what's the C3 doing with those books? Because what's C3 doing with those books?
Oh no, C3. The only book I bought from C3 was Supergirl. The other ones I bought from vendors.
Oh, okay.
But most of the books that C3 had, Comics Curing Cancer, were donated.
Ah, I see.
So
Yeah.
thanks, Mello. Yeah, those were donated, and then I submitted these books. So All New Wolverine, #2, first appearance of the Honey Badger.
Nice.
This is the second print. The second print actually goes for more than the first print.
How's that? Because low print?
Yeah, low print.
Hey, Dagger.
Dagger's back. He ran home. This was a recent book, so I got this slab, The World to Come. This is the first appearance of one of T'Challa's sons is in here. This is also the sketch cover, so this was one per store. And it's Joe Quesada. I was thinking about getting it signed by him, possibly at New York Comic Con, but it's a new book.
Let me. I wonder if anybody try to get a signature outside of a slab.
Yeah, just right on it, right? But there is, so this is the sketch cover, because if you turn it around, there is a blank spot.
Yeah.
So, and then down here is a little bit. So, this is I brought this book because it was just a favorite. It was a favorite character of mine over the last couple of years. But this is Kanto, #1. So the little guy, he's not that fierce in the comic books. There's just on this cover they made him look like really fierce, but he's like a really nice guy in the comics. Like he never looks that menacing. And this is from there's only 300 of these in the world printed. But this is from Frankie's Comics, which went out of business. And I loved ordering from them. The guy was nice, the owner.
They would say people do that with the cars.
Was that? Sorry.
Dago says people get signature on the cars on the outside of the slab. Yeah.
Yeah. You should oh, Dagger, I found out that that CGC membership will you can probably use it on cards too if you get it. And then I got Alias. This is a 9.4. So the note says there's a dent on the cover, which I haven't seen yet, but I had taken it out of the bag the night before I submitted it, and it was pressed to take it out of a Mylar and put it into a regular bag. And I'm wondering if I like push the cover, but it's not anything that can't be pressed out. So I could send it back and have them press it, and it should come back a 9.6 or a 9.8. It's one of those minor defects that can be fixed pretty easy.
How about a Golden Age book at 2.0? And I look at it. It looks like it has a mold. So I'm gonna have to open it up. I'm gonna have to crack it. And
no.
I'm gonna send it to Roger to have him demold it. Because I don't wanna idea that these books will stay, there'd be no damage to book just because they are in the slab is nonsense.
No, yeah, I mean, once it's in the slab, it could still be damaged. It could even get damaged being slabbed, but
yeah. So, yeah, I have to open it up and get rid of the mold, because if it stays in there, it's just gonna build up more.
It's gonna get worse.
It's not like you're not suffocating the mold.
No, they're not really. I mean, they're sealed, but I don't know how airtight slabs are.
I mean, are these slabs supposed to survive flood? I mean, no,
they're not waterproof. They say that they're not waterproof. They're not even UV proof. I mean, the best thing is like if you drop it, maybe it protects the comic, but also like people pay more attention to the slab than the comic inside. Like if you crack or dent or scratch the slab, people don't want it. And it's like, but the comic inside is good.
Yeah. I mean, so they look at the condition of the slab as a part of as if that's part of the comic book.
Yeah. All right. Just for people here, I've had everybody on for a really long time. We're going to be giving this away to a member of the comic community. Not next week, but probably the week after that. This is a free premium membership, valued at $159.99. I just valued at $159. But yeah, free premium CGC membership for people to slab their books. So this will be a giveaway on the channel. To qualify, you got to be a channel subscriber, and that's it, really. Not a member, just a subscriber, meaning you don't have to give me any money because I'm not monetized. But you have to be a subscriber, and we'll be giving that away.
Cool.
So yeah.
What do you mean there's no money on the membership?
What was that?
You say how much is membership?
Oh, it's the membership is valued at basically $160, $159. That's what it would cost to get this from CGC, but I have a free one that I'm giving out. And it comes with $150 credit. So if you were to submit something, you get $150 off. So my books,
cool.
My books at when I went to CGC came out to $167 total, and after my credits, I only paid $17. So because I had a membership already anyway, so I got a free one that I'm giving away to one lucky.
What was the condition of the winning that?
You just have to be sub to my channel. So
that's it?
Like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
after you say where to join your
no, I'm not. I said you don't have to because I'm not monetized.
So, okay.
So you don't have to join. No memberships. You just have to be on my channel. Part of it is to get me to 800 subs, which when I checked today, I was only 2 short. I'm at 798.
Yeah.
So
I need to get my 1K.
Yeah, we got to get Naman to 1K.
Yeah.
Actually, I just refreshed my channel and I'm down to 797. So I lost
how many?
I lost one person during the show.
Oh.
Let's see. Dagger says $159 is like 1,000 Canadian. I will be
Dagger is a Canadian, huh? Oh, you come on, man.
Mello says I have some chipped and cracked slabs. I'm fine with it. Me too. If the slab is not ripping open, I'm okay with it. Let's see. If you send Cuppy some cash, you will have better chances now.
Of course. Or where do you want that idea? Here. Let me see. Here.
All right. So anybody in the chat right now, we'll probably be heading out in like the next 5 minutes or so. But if you put in hashtag CGC into the chat, I will give you a free space on the wheel, an extra space on the wheel. So I gave away a couple on Monday. So far, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 different people. So the only thing you have to do right now to get on the wheel for this prize is to do hashtag CGC in the chat. Like so.
3 letters CGC, hashtag CGC.
Yep, hashtag. I just put it in the chat.
On this video?
Yeah, just put it in this video right now. Just put it in the live chat. And I'm just going to take this notepad right here and I'm going to write your name down and add you to the wheel.
All right. Can I put it in there too?
Yeah.
All right. I got. Let's see if. Let me see. Okay, and let me see if I could. Let me see if the additional. I don't have a cash, so what I'm going to do is. What I'm going to do is put a credit card on onto. There you go. There you go. There's your credit card right there. Okay.
All right. So
I just think there you go. I just swiped it.
Thank you.
There you go.
That's funny.
That's how you rig the game.
That is exactly how you rig the game. Right? I just like thank you.
Yeah. One more time. There you go.
I got it. Nice. All right. And Naman wins. Let's see. What did Dagger say? You can add hashtag to your check for better odds too. Checks, credit cards. He's just.
I already gave him a credit card. No check. So yesterday, Dagger. So yesterday. No wonder you're
Checks,
in Canada.
Right? Who carries checks anymore? Actually, I have one right here on my desk, but I never use it. It's just hanging out. Just in case. I hope he isn't over his limit.
Come on. My car. I didn't go to Heroes Con. I didn't go to Heroes Con.
That's true. That means you have money. The rest of us don't have money. Let me see. Yep. Nope. I'm not even going to check. I have no money.
Oh, man. Oh.
There. You got anything going on your channel this week?
I thought about going on live stream today. Finish my drawings up, but I came on here instead. I said, I just go over there and shoot the bull with the wheel.
Now we can play the what is your limit game with it.
But me and Luke will be going over this book.
Oh.
Yeah. You have this book?
I think I do. I thought I did. Hold on. It's here somewhere. I swear I have that one. That's
well,
cool.
If you have it,
yeah.
If you have it, me and Luke will go over this on Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Sunday.
We're gonna go chapter by chapter and just do these exercises and whatnot.
All right. I swear I had it right here on my desk. I just don't. I tell you, this place looks like a bomb went off, so I really have to clean. Which is, I'm going to spend 10 minutes after I get off with you just putting away stuff from Heroes Con. I got to put away the comics and everything. Just a lot of stuff. But yeah, I'll find the book. Easter, 9 p.m. Sunday.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
And we could all do our exercise for the day and drawing exercise for the day.
Nice.
And then once we finish this whole book, which is about 12 sessions of that, then we'll do 1-page comic book.
Cool.
So,
panels and everything.
Yeah, panels and everything. 1 page, just
nice.
Yeah. So once we learn it, right?
Yeah, gotta learn it first. Gotta learn to draw the model.
Yeah.
But
right. I mean, Luke did it already several times anyway. But he's going to do it with us then.
It's going to be a pro.
Yeah.
It's already a pro.
Yeah.
All right. That's awesome. Let's see. Before we get going, I dropped a video yesterday where I previewed the comics that came out this week. So if you want to know what's coming out this week, you can check out that video. We got this video right here, right now, with Naaman the Draw Man, the comic bookworm. Monday was Monday Night Raw Books, where we announced that we were giving away this membership. And yeah, that's it. Keep your eyes out for Instagram and all that other stuff. I have some videos to do too. So as I clean, I'll probably do a video. I guess I should do the whole video for Heroes Con, do a wrap-up video. So that'll probably come out Friday.
Are you gonna do live or are you gonna do?
No, I showed a bunch of my books yesterday, so I'm gonna do a recording tomorrow, just and edit it, and then I'll drop it Friday. Because Friday morning I have to be at work early anyway, so I have to make it a pre-recorded video, and then at some point I have to get back to reviewing the comics, but it's hard to do when you're never home.
Yeah. That's good. Well, I really miss not going to Heroes, especially when Will could have given me a ride over there.
Picked you up on the way.
Yeah. Next year.
Next year. There's always next year.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Right?
Oh, knock on the burning wood.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on real wood. You never know about real woods nowadays.
Yeah, you don't know what's real, what's fake. Exactly.
Yeah, these are real wood.
Yeah. All right. Before we go, don't forget to visit Dagger's channel and donate for the Million Reason Run for local hospitals. So that there's that. Also, the CBC Awards. Don't forget to vote on those. And last but not least, we have Comics Curing Cancer. So those are all pretty good things. Don't forget to check out Naaman over here when he's drawn.
I mean, this is going to go to auction off at C3. So pay a lot. I don't care what it looks like. You pay a lot of money for it.
It should be cool. I'm looking forward to that, to the Superman and Crypto. That should be a really cool one. All right. So I always end with a dance party. All right, guys. Everybody have a great
You
night.
don't want to see me dance. Ooh.
Gonna have to cut that up. Dagger says he's still sweaty from his run. Can't wait to see all the cool art for C3. Yeah, that should be really cool. All the people doing art, especially on the hearts, and people submit original art and stuff. And yeah, make sure to hit that link right there so you can donate or share. Oh, excuse me, I just got tired. All right, guys, we're gonna head out. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna get ready for next week's books. Peace, deuces. We're out. Loyal Wolf in the house.